Welcome to the lesson on getting started with the Canvas Gradebook. This is part 1 of our 4-part video series on using Canvas grades. In this section, we'll learn how to set up a grading scheme that matches your course syllabus, configure your gradebook settings to match your preferences and course policies, and consider whether you will use points-based or category-based grading. As you watch, I encourage you to pause the videos as needed to follow each step in Canvas, either in your Sandbox course or an actual course. To request a Sandbox course, please reach out to the Center for Teaching and Learning Design at teaching-learning@uarts.edu. For questions about Canvas access for courses you are teaching, please contact your program director. The first thing you'll need to set up your Canvas gradebook is your course syllabus, specifically the section about grading. You'll be referencing 2 elements. First, the grading scale, which usually takes the form of a list or chart that shows what point or percentage range is equivalent to each letter grade. In this example, you can see that a 94 to 100% is an A, 90 to 93 is an A-, 87 to 89 is a B+, etc. Second, you'll need the list or chart of what types of assignments are included in your course and how much they are worth. In this example, you can see that the course contains 5 assignment types: discussions, assignments, a midterm exam, a final project, and attendance. For each type, your chart might include a point value, a percentage of the overall grade, or both. This will be important later when you consider whether you will use point or category-based grading. If you do not yet have both of these items finalized on your course syllabus, please stop here and complete them before attempting to set up your Canvas gradebook. One of our primary goals in using this tool is to be as transparent as possible with students about how they will be evaluated, and it's important to ensure that you are able to set up the gradebook in a manner that matches what is stated on the syllabus. If you are ready to continue, let's begin with the grading scale. As a reminder, this is the chart in your syllabus that equates points or percentages to letter grades. We need to let Canvas know what's on that chart so it can calculate letter grades for you. This is one of my favorite features because it makes entering midterm and final grades into self-service so quick and easy. In your Canvas course, click Settings from the course navigation menu. Then scroll down and click the checkbox to Enable Course Grading Scheme. A red link appears. Click it to set grading scheme. This is the default grading scheme created by Canvas. If this is an exact match to your syllabus, you're done. If not, click the Edit button, which looks like a pencil. Now you will edit the percentages to match your syllabus. Notice that this display is a little strange because it displays the highest end of the range to the left and the lowest end to the right. When I edit the low end of a range, it will automatically adjust the highest number in the row below. If the letter grades available in your course do not match those displayed, for example, if you do not award plus or minus grades, you may delete a row by clicking the X. When finished, click Save, then Done. Before you leave the settings page, be sure to scroll to the bottom and click Update Course Details to save your changes. While you're in the settings page of your course, it's also a good time to make sure that students will be able to access their grades so they can receive your feedback and track their own progress throughout the course. At the top of the page, click the Navigation tab. If the grades item is already in the top group of items, there's nothing more you need to do. If it is in the bottom group of disabled items, drag and drop it into the top list so it will become available to students. When you are finished, click Save. Our next task will be to configure the gradebook settings. In your Canvas course, click Grades in the course navigation menu. This is where you will access the gradebook for all students in the course. However, when a student user clicks this item, they will see only their own grades, not the entire class. Click the Settings wheel in the top right corner. First, we'll configure the settings for missing and late assignments. One option you may choose to enable is to automatically enter a score for assignments that are still missing once the due date has passed. For example, you might choose to have the gradebook enter a 0 so the student can see what their overall grade will be if they do not submit the assignment. If the student submits that assignment at a later time, you can still grade it and their score will be updated. Another option you may choose to enable is to automatically deduct points from late assignments. As you consider this option, please refer to the late work policy you have stated in your syllabus and be sure that Canvas matches this policy. Next, click the tab for Grade Posting Policy and select whether you would like grades to post automatically or manually. Automatically means that students can view their grades as they are entered. Manually means that students cannot see the grade that has been entered or how it affects their average until you enable it for each item. We recommend that you set the overall gradebook to post automatically and click Apply Settings to save any changes. However, there may be certain items for which you would like to post grades manually, for example, delaying posting project grades until after all students have given their presentation. In this case, you may set individual assignments to post grades manually, and then you can release them to students when you're ready. If you do select manual posting, remember that you will need to return to each assignment and post the grades as soon as possible so students have access to their accurate overall grade. Again, transparency is our goal, and students should always know where they stand in your course. Our final step in Part 1 is to determine whether you will use points-based or category-based grading. No matter which choice you make, you can still grade individual assignments using points, percentages, letter grades, complete, incomplete, or rubrics. This choice simply determines how each assignment type will be calculated into students' overall grade. For this, we return to the grading section of the syllabus. If the chart or list in your syllabus stating the weight of each assignment group is written in points, and you are sure that you can make all items in each category add up to the correct number of points, you may wish to use points-based grading. If your chart is listed in percentages, or if you frequently use rubrics in your assignment grading, or if you simply prefer increased flexibility for unexpected changes that may come up throughout the semester, we recommend category-based grading. Begin thinking about this now, and we will return to this topic and make a final decision in Part 3. You've taken the first steps in setting up your Canvas gradebook. Next, grab a list of assignments or activities in your course and move on to Part 2, adding graded items.